Hello everybody, Jess Rothenberger here, your trusted smart home advisor and Control4 dealer with Smart Homes by SI Electric in Kamloops, BC. So if you're lucky enough to have a Control4 system with a touchscreen door lock, you already know how convenient it is never having to have a key on you. But I wanted to walk you through some of this advanced settings here to make sure that you're getting the most out of your touchscreen door lock. So to access your door lock, you would hit the security tab. Now you can see before we go any further, in my case, I've created a shortcut here. It says front door. It's red, which means it's locked. If I tap it, it's going to open the door, and it shows green, which means it's unlocked. But normally you go to your locks and sensors, and you scroll down here. You can see where it says front door. You can tap this lock icon to toggle it back. So if I go back here, oh, it's red. You'll see that it's locked. Anyhow, so you can command the door to unlock and lock remotely just using this lock icon there. But if you hit the arrow, this is where you enter your master code. And that's the code that was used to set up the touchscreen door lock in the first place. So here's where you can assign users, check out the history, and play with some of the settings. Let's go to our, if you look down below in the middle, there's a history icon there. So this is so cool. It just walks you through the whole history of your door lock. You can see, we'll go to the very top. A few minutes ago, just now I toggled my door lock to open and close. RF operate lock means that you use your phone or your tablet or whatever to command the lock to open or close. You can see here this morning at 7:58, my wife left for work and she manually locked the door. I took the garbage out this morning at 7:18, manually unlocking it. What's cool here is it also gives you, like here, my parents opened the door at 3:58 yesterday using their code. You can see here, it's just really handy. There's a way for you to keep track of who is coming in and out of your house using what code when. So that's all that is. Settings. So you can actually admin, or you could change your admin code. So let's say we set it up and then, whoever you set it up with, you want to change it, you just edit it here. This is the code you don't want to lose, because if you lose your master code, you'd have to physically reset the device. So I'm not going to change that for now. Auto lock time. So you can just schedule your, not schedule, but you can have your lock automatically lock itself once it's been opened. I like to leave this off myself, but if you're going to set this, I would at least give it 30 seconds. So the idea is, tap that. If I unlock my door, it's automatically going to relock now after 30 seconds. So that's kind of a handy feature, but I'm going to disable that. Lock modes. 95% of the time you're going to leave this in normal, but if you set it to vacation, what does this do? So vacation mode disables the user codes on the door locks. People can't physically enter the house using those codes on the touchscreen. In vacation mode, you can always unlock and lock the door from your phone. So if anyone has the Control4 app at home, they could always just get in the house that way. But for example, in vacation mode, the codes that I've set up for my cleaners and for the painters and my friends or whoever, my parents, they will not be able to get into my house in vacation mode. But I can still get in and out of the house using the app. Now, privacy, that disables everybody from getting in the house, even people with the Control4 app, unless they have the admin code. So you can see them in privacy. Let's go back here. If I go to my door lock, I can toggle it. Oh, see, it stays locked. It won't open because I'm in privacy mode. If I want to be able to open that, I'd have to go into my admin. There. Go back into my settings, turn off the privacy. Let's go back to normal. Kind of a handy feature. Logged failed attempts. Might as well just leave that on. Nothing worth talking about there. Wrong code attempts. So it locks you out. So let's say someone has a code or is trying to get into your house and just faking codes. If the door lock receives, in this case, more than 5 attempts, it will just shut you out. In this case, for a minute. That's where you go to your shutout timer. I'd actually leave it 4 minutes. So someone's at my front door just randomly typing in codes. After 5 wrong attempts, no matter what they do, that door is not opening for 4 minutes. It's just an extra level of security to deter people from getting into your house. Language, English, obviously. Volume, I don't know, I like to set it at high. That's the volume of the touchscreen door lock itself. It talks to you. And then so here you can just set how high you want it to, what volume you want it to talk to you at. One touch locking, you always want to leave this on. That is when you leave the front door, you can just tap your hand to the lock and it locks the door automatically. So I can't see a reason why you wouldn't want that. Otherwise you'd have to use your key to lock the door whenever you're leaving, or your app. Privacy button, you can enable or disable this. This is just a physical button on the lock itself to enable privacy mode. You can just hit that when you're at home instead of using your app. And the indicator LED, also you can put that on, or I like to leave it off because it saves. It's a battery operated device, right? So if you leave the indicator LED off, it saves battery. But if you have a door lock, you know, say in your front door, and you can see it from your kitchen, the indicator LED is kind of a handy way just to, at a quick glance, see if the door's locked or not. Anyhow, to the good stuff, users. Okay, so here's where you can add users or delete users or edit users. So in this case, I've already set up a friend. Let's just go, so I hit there, and I hit this garbage can icon up top. And there, simple as that, I've deleted that user. Let's add it back. So I hit the plus icon there. Here's where you enter the username. So I just say friends. Give them a code 1111. I can show it. The user access. So by toggling this off, it keeps the code alive and the username, but it just disables access. So you can create a code but leave the access off, it won't work. Toggle it back on and now the code will work. You can set up a schedule, right? So if the restricted, right here it shows restricted, if you leave that off, that just means that code will work 24/7. If I tap that on, now it restricts it. So you can decide exactly when, what days and what time that code will work. So let's say whoever has the friends code for my house can get into my house between Monday and Friday between the hours of 12, oops, what have I done here? Let's go back. Untoggle the all day between the hours of, say, 1 p.m. No, let's be ambitious. Let's say between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. And I go back. There you go. Oops. Say 4 p.m. sharp. Go back. And then I hit the check icon. And boom, Bob's your uncle. Your home is your sanctuary. Enjoy the convenience, elegance, and security of a touchscreen door lock. We're here to help.